everyone, welcome to
We're not lit properly, that's
3 of Roll4ItCON. We are here. This is going to be crazy. It's a lot of madness. So I want to first of all thank everyone for coming. Thank you guys.
I mean, it wasn't far.
We're all here, and it's been a kind of crazy ride for us. For those of you who have been following along with us since Fridays, because we had our whole meetup, thank you so much for coming out. It was amazing to meet everybody and put faces to names. I'm like, next time we'll have name tags. We totally didn't even think of that. So thank you guys for coming out, and we hope that you enjoyed the little gift that we gave you. We give everyone like a little pouch, the first Roll4It swag that we've ever had.
That is true.
It was a literal swag bag.
It was a swag bag and some dice and some candies. So
also
magnificent badges.
Oh yeah, she's bad.
Damn it, I want mine on there.
The badges were the first thing that were made, because the badges got hit before the bags, so the badges were the official first match.
There you go. So swag badge.
Swag badge.
In your swag bag.
Indeed.
So thank you guys so much, and of course, yesterday we did our IRL adventure. That was a really fun thing.
I'm really glad we got like zebras humping on the stream, and we failed to get the rhinos. So.
Yeah, that's
well, no,
true.
we did, but they were invisible.
They got
Invisible rhinos. Invisible rhinos.
Invisible rhinos.
It's good.
It was. We did find rhinos eventually. It broke the stream because it was so awesome that it just couldn't handle it anymore.
And then there were the painted dogs, which was just,
they were so good. Oh, they were so cute. We spent way too much time with them, but I do not regret
spent not enough time with them.
I regret nothing. And then of course today, or Sounds of Silence yesterday was like, whew,
I'm still shaking.
intense. I was like,
I mean, Maggie was, but it was because
I was shaking because she gave me like the most ridiculous coffee that I've ever had in my life. I think she put as much coffee as you're supposed to put in the whole pot into my cup.
Look, I checked the jar and there were no directions, so I guessed.
It was a lot. And then of course just the show.
Yeah, I think that's normally the amount I use for
I was very
harassing.
anxious of like
the reveal.
And I had known what was going to happen, and I was afraid they were going to kill me.
It might still happen, don't worry.
Yeah, it's true. And of course today I just want to give a cheers to everybody. We've got mimosas, so you're going to see a lot of hands.
Invisible cheers back. Quick.
Clink,
Yes,
clink.
Clink.
to everybody.
Clink,
Oh yeah.
Clink.
Clink.
Thank you so much for being and to the cast who aren't able to make it here. Thank you all for being amazing and letting us put on so many wonderful stories and creating fantastic characters that I think people are so into that they
are going to murder each other today.
Yeah, they're going to watch them murder each other today and hopefully donate for a great cause. Just that so much that people care so much that they'll just argue and chat themselves about what the people will do, because that's how real things are. So thank you guys. Cheers. And to all of you viewers back home, we wouldn't be able to do this without you. Yeah. We'll chat. Clink for you, chat. So without further ado, our supporter for our first part, which is going to be board games, is going to be Ecliptus. So thank you so much, Ecliptus. Ecliptus. I'm terrible with names, so you're just all going to have to.
Clippity. Congratulations, you have a new name now.
There you go. So thank you so much. We're going to be playing board games first of all. Then we're going to be doing our panel, which is going to be with Bentham and EE and I talking about what Roll4It has taught us about streaming tabletop RPGs. And then we'll be moving on to our charity Star Games, which is going to be amazing. So tune in as we watch some amazing characters battle it out in a space arena.
Important clarifying question. If the actual players don't attend, I assume that means they forfeit, right?
Yeah.
I would say yes.
No reason.
You made breakfast today, right?
She did make breakfast.
I did not eat the eggs.
I ate the eggs.
Everybody's
eggs.
Wait, I'm like part of the casting crew. Oh no!
Eggs of death. There's the reason I didn't eat them.
Yeah, you and me were sensible.
So yeah, come to check that out. And of course, that donation stuff is up right now. You could do Explanation Star Games, or you can go to bit.ly/Roll4ItCon 2018, and you can go ahead and start donating. I'll actually toss it over to EE to talk about the place that we're donating to, because I know it has been a thing that you have cared about for a really long time.
So, Medicine Sans Frontières, Doctors Without Borders is a great international charity For a start, what they do is effectively they support people in places where they just have no real access to healthcare, or there is no healthcare, or healthcare is impossible to do. For instance, in the middle of war zones, they set up hospitals to treat anyone, regardless of whichever side or whatever is going on. And they put themselves on the line to do this sort of thing. They're incredibly efficient with the money they spent. They're one of the few, I think it's rated 4 out of 4 stars by whichever people it is that rate the charities for efficiency and so on. I don't know what's a 4-star rating system, but it is. And they rate 4 out of 4 stars. I think there's only like 3 charities they rate as that high. So like 97% goes to actual in-field stuff in terms of provisioning. So they're incredibly efficient. You know your money's going to a good place, and they have a tough time of it, and they definitely do stuff that's very valuable. Like, for instance, in the middle of war zones, treating a lot of people who are injured by actual trauma, and then additionally like outbreaks of disease and so on in Africa and other places where they quickly respond to things, even when the international organizations are still mobilizing and talking about politics and dithering. Yeah, whereas Medicine Sans Frontières tend to be pretty quick on the ball with that sort of thing. So it's an incredibly good organization to be able to support. And we supported with the last few charity things that I've done. I think Roll4It may have sent some money to them at some stage.
Yeah, I know we did.
Yeah.
I don't think I was maybe part of it, but I know that it was a thing you guys did before.
So there you go. And I know some people have already donated.
Yeah.
I haven't seen what the items are they've got.
I know what the items are.
Oh, you have to tell me between them.
Yeah.
One of them needs to be a 10-foot pole, okay?
Then you don't need to do anything. You just have to sit there with your pole.
You don't get the item right away. That's not how it works. So it depends on the items, though.
Yeah. And I'd also like to say thank you very much for the other members of the admin team for being absolutely amazing and making this at all possible, because a few years ago this wouldn't have been at all possible, regardless of the funding situation. I wouldn't have been able to handle it, and then having obviously Maggie doing all this intro stuff and assets and sorting people and actually organizing things in a organized fashion as opposed to my fashion makes that possible. And then Bentham doing everything under the sun that needs to be done, including being a taxi driver currently.
Thank you so much.
And a personal
Best
shopper.
taxi driver.
Yeah.
But helping set up the studio at like 4 a.m. and everything.
I have driven over 200 miles now since I set up from my house a few days ago.
I'd high five you, but too far away.
All right.
So, yes, thank you very
do it in
much.
person.
I know that people still occasionally be like, yeah, E runs the show. It's like, no, E doesn't run the show anymore. E helps run the show with 2 other amazing people. Like 2 years ago, that might be true, but now I actually genuinely think that I have people who I run the show equally with, and it's amazing, and it's such a lovely feeling to know that I can trust you guys to do all the things. So thank you very much. And of course, the rest of you are pretty cool too.
I'm just here.
And of course, that's
so
not it.
pretty.
Star Games is not the end of it. We also have our Stargate Q&A with the Stargate cast, so you can ask us all the things. It's going to be live, so definitely tune into that. That will be at 5 p.m. GMT. You'll have to convert that if you're in other time zones, because I have lack of sleep and I can't do that for you right now.
What's the time? 5 p.m.
5
GMT?
p.m.
9 a.m.
9 a.m.
9 a.m. There you
PDT.
go. And then, of course, Stargate Horizon starts at 6 p.m. GMT, as per usual, 10 a.m. PDT. And we will be going and doing that. We're going to be having a Vegas episode. Going to be crazy. So definitely tune into that. And then we'll be wrapping things up, and we'll kind of bring everybody back in like we have right now. And we'll then record our after show for Stargate Horizon.
Stargate Horizon.
So thank you guys so much.
Stargate.
And thank you, EE and Bentham, for joining us for the intro.
There's a reason we're poorly lit is that we're going to turn these lights
I'm
off.
in a weird offside angle.
And we're going to be moving over and playing some Gloom. So I'm actually going to toss this over to Random Tuesday, who's going to be helping guide us on this adventure. I think I'm the only one here who hasn't played Gloom before, but it's going to be the 4 of us.
sleep.
So it'll be Random Tuesday.
I'm not going to
Fuzzy.
sleep. I got
He's going to help run the production.
I'm going to sleep.
See, Ben?
Go take a nap.
Sleep. Yeah.
Sweet dreams.
Sleep well!
Sweet
luck.
dreams, Tiny Bentham.
Good luck for him sleeping while we're chaos yelling at each other.
I know, Gloom is
so Fuzzy,
Gloom is somber, and I
Gaming FTL, and I will be playing Gloom. So take it away.
Hi. I volunteered for this position because I was the one who grabbed the rules. I played it before. And it's okay, because I like teaching things. So for those of you who have never played Gloom before, including Maggie and people who might, like myself, need a refresher after I looked at this. The concept of Gloom is to ensure that people die with enough self-worth. Each of you will take charge of a family in this game, and these families are composed of colorful characters, literally in this case, one color per family. So this is an example of what a particular look like. Are they upside down?
Yes.
Sorry, thank you. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, John?
I'm just messing around.
How could you just...
Hey. So each family has different characters in them, and mechanically the characters don't really mean
Someone
anything
said,
there.
Lauren, teaching? Never.
Yeah, no, it's not. I don't have a degree in this. So the mechanics of the family, they don't mean very much. They're more just flavor, so they give you like a character. Because part of this game is narrating what happens to the characters as opposed to just playing cards and making things happen.
So we get to make it up, or?
Yeah, so what'll happen is you'll have a family and the 5 cards will sit in front of you. And then on your turn, you'll have cards in your hand. You have 5 is your hand limit, unless you have a card that changes that. And there are 3 kinds of cards that you might be able to play. Kind of, more or less. So the first one is the main type of card, which is this guy over here. These are modifier cards. So you'll notice they have little symbols on them. And this is your pathos, your self-worth as a person. And in this case, this card is worth -10, so it's not really a good card to have on your character. Other cards will have a positive number, if I can. They're see-through, so it's really hard to figure out.
That makes me feel anxious.
There we go. So, like, alternatively, it might have a positive number on it, or a neutral number. And your goal at the end is when your entire family has died, you add up your total pathos points, and whoever has the highest pathos wins, and whether their characters are dead or alive. So when you play a card, you play it on top of a character, and it can be your family or someone else's. So I, for example, might play this on top. Say this was Josh's character's
That's why they're
family.
transparent.
That's why they're transparent, so they
It stacks and it overrides.
But you'll notice the cards say things on them. So this one says, was marooned on the moors. And I would have to narrate how this character became marooned on the moors in order to result in them having -10 self-worth. And then the text effect would also happen on the card. So if this character has a negative self-worth, you may immediately play an untimely death on it as a free action. And we'll talk about what that means.
I feel like them dying is a bad thing.
But eventually you want them all to die. Sometimes it's a good thing, but you'll notice the cards are see-through. So, for example, that might have been the card in front of you, then Josh would have had this one in his hand. And so he'll place it on top of it, and now that -10 gets overridden by that +10. So it's whatever you see on the top becomes the new status of that character. At the end of you play 2 cards on your turn. So you can play any of these modifiers. You can also play an event card, which are the ones with the little devils on it. And they just tell you what they do on the card. So this one, for example, would say, as a response, cancel an event as it is played. So you just play it as a reaction, and then they get discarded right away. And then the last one is your untimely death card. So drowned in a bog would make sense for someone who got marooned on the moors. And you flip the character beneath this card to its deceased side. So if this was the character, wherever she went, this lovely lady. And then I played the untimely death atop her. I would take her character card, I'd flip it over. She's now one with the earth.
One with the void.
And that
Rest
becomes
in
her new
pieces.
status. Once a character is dead, you can't play modifiers on them. I believe that's correct.
They can be resurrected.
But they can be resurrected. So if a character comes back to life, they get a second chance. Then you flip them back over, and then you discard the
Talk
untimely
about
death.
whiplash.
And then you can start playing modifiers again. So, for example, you might want to kill a character that looks like this, because now they have +10, and that's like a pretty good place to die. So you'd be like, cool, she's out, and you play it on your character.
I see. Okay.
The important thing to know is you play 2 cards. You cannot play untimely death cards as your second one. You have to play them first, and then you can play any other card, or you can play 2 of any. Okay. You can also pass if you don't have a card in your hand, but I believe if you pass the first time, you're done. You just pass your entire turn. Because you can't then play a second card.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So you could play 1 and then pass, or you could play 2. And that's basically it. When someone's entire family has died, that is the end of the game. You add up all of the points, and then whoever has the most pathos, most self-worth within their family,
this. I was so delighted.
They become the winner. So part of the fun is narrating how the cards affect the characters and who the characters are. I think that's pretty much everything. Any questions?
I think I'll just get a hang of it once I start playing it.
Cool. So what we're gonna do is everyone has to choose their families. Now I can read out what the details of these families are if we would like to hear them in my most delightful of voices. So the first family we have, is Castle Slogar or Slogger. You know, whatever you prefer. This gloomy castle is the perfect place to raise a family from the dead. Professor Helena Slogar has used unorthodox science to preserve the life of her daughter Melissa and her husband Lord Slogar, though it might have been kinder to let them go. Currently, she's building a groom for Melissa with the assistance of the freelance grave-digging Elias E. Gore. I think Castle Slogar, I think is this one. Yeah, this is Castle Slogar. They're the red family.
Ah, yes.
So it's red.
Are we? How do we choose who gets what family?
I don't know. We get to fight over it, I guess. So then we have Hemlock Hall.
Wait! We should roll a 1d4.
Oh, we could. Lord Wellington Smith's wife died giving birth.
I don't think any of it Sprouter dice. They're all in bed. Yeah, look down. They're in the room. They're not here. It's fine. Let's just keep it.
Lord, I have a dice roller on my phone if we really need it. Lord Wellington Smith's wife died giving birth to two adorable twins who are possessed by evil. Yay. He dotes on his lovely children, little realizing the nanny is preparing them for a dark destiny. Meanwhile, older daughter Lola just wants to have fun, and the butler Butterfield is up to no good.
The Butterfield.
I believe that is this family.
Okay.
That's Lola.
How do we choose which family?
That family is upside down.
I think you just decide. Whatever. Fuck yourself. Wow.
I'm gonna draw on that camera which way up is.
Feel free. Just put an arrow right next to it.
It is flipped, like the image is flipped on it. So
I think this is the old thing. Which family is this? I think this is the Dark Den of Deformity. No, that's this one. This is Blackwater Watch. There are many more of the Blackwater clan than seen here. The old dame and her handyman, Wilhelm Stark, keep them all in line, murdering those who don't follow the matriarch's lead. Angel is her favorite niece, while cousin Mordecai has recently been foisted onto her household and probably won't last long. As for Balthazar, his meddling mutt has a knack for digging up things best left buried. Oh my god, I was a dog. And then the last family. So I think we just decide, people pick the one that they want. There's no mechanical benefit to them, it's just story.
It's story.
It's flavor.
And then the Dark's Den of Deformity. Darius Dark has formed an extremely unsuccessful circus full of failed freaks. Darius wants to be a ringmaster, but has terrible talent when it comes to picking acts. His unremarkable bearded man, painfully modest illustrated lady, minute but mediocre opera singer, and creepy clown are truly fatal attractions.
And for those of you who are wondering what we are drinking, yes, we are drinking mimosas.
Mimosas. Does anyone have a strong desire?
I want to play the circus one.
I would like to play these ones because I won with them last time.
I'll play these ones.
Okay, then I will play this family. So go ahead and put them in front of you.
The Hillbilly Boys.
Also, I do want to say a thank you to Aurora 416 for the donation, as well as the Unspeakable. Thank you both so much. We'll be announcing those throughout the stream instead of normally at the ends, so I'll be trying to keep track of those. Thank you. So
everybody will get 5 cards.
So do we need to read all of these, or these are more like...
You can read about them if you want to know a little bit more about your character.
Okay. This helps us with story, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You good? These are yours. This is your hand.
I will.
Okay, this is my hand. Ooh. Okay, so we're going to...
Oh, and then the last part is the symbols that are in the bottom, sometimes in the bottom corner. Like if they have no symbol, if they have a symbol.
Yes.
Those symbols are, you'll see them sometimes in the text of cards, so that's what they're referring to. So some condition, like some abilities or modifiers need to be met by certain conditions, like having a visible symbol. Or not having one, so that's why you might want to cover someone's up. Or let yours be shown. All right. So the person who had the worst day is supposed to go first, but it's like 10 in the morning, so hopefully none of us have had a terrible day yet.
I mean, I probably had the worst day because I have to make sure everything works. And
Yeah, yours is definitely the most stressful. Do you want to go first?
I don't want to go first because I don't know what I'm doing.
What I would normally suggest then is if Josh goes first, then that gives you 3 people to watch.
That would be lovely because then I'll know.
Yeah, if only Bentham was playing, he's obviously had the worst day because he's
I will
only had like
invite
4 hours sleep and he's.
I only had 4 hours of sleep as well.
Please join me and my glorious family. As I'm assuming I begin.
Mm-hmm. So you can play 2 cards.
I have a lot of very interesting cards.
I know I told EE to cover it with the board game logo, but I think he just didn't. He just ignored my message.
Well,
EE, do the thing.
So if he's listening.
Production.
okay. Let's decide on someone that isn't Maggie. Just
We can give somebody else.
Yes, you can play
other
one of
people.
your characters
Okay,
or someone
because
else.
I have one that I was like, I don't want this on my thing, but now I'm like,
No.
So I would recommend, if for my sake, if you move your beverages just slightly, so I can
just don't know.
not reach
Maybe
past them.
this direction.
Yeah,
probably
that
best.
I'm just really terrified about the
but that
mimosas in the tall.
How about you just hand the person the card?
Yeah,
That's
you just tell them who
Yeah,
you
yeah.
want to play it on.
Yes.
The most esteemed Elias E. Gore, clearly Al Gore's cousin.
He's real into environmentalism, that's why he likes to dig up corpses.
Yeah. He's
He invented global warming. Wait, no.
he invented the
the internet.
unembalming process so he could feed his weeds that he loves to grow. Unfortunately, the process of digging up corpses is messy and fraught with danger. And by the time he had buried all the corpses and unembalmed them to feed his plants, the previous possessors of those bodies were not particularly well pleased, and he was greeted by ghosts.
Ooh.
For a significant amount of negative points.
Right, wait.
Yeah, that's
Hang
a
on.
lot.
Okay, so immediately discard 3 cards and this card is played. Wow. Okay, so wait, 3 of my cards? Do I have to?
Yeah, so
I
immediately
don't have
discard
to.
3 cards when this card is played.
Wow.
That's what you get for
Okay.
revising.
What does that card look like so I can understand what?
It's on the thing.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be
I am like
this.
blind. I can't see that.
It's okay.
No,
It's very
it's
simple.
Okay.
It's also upside down.
Oh, it actually says 3 cards.
No, it's not. Is it? No, it's not. It's not upside down.
Oh, no.
Right. Okay. Oh God, what cards do I want to get rid of?
This looks upside down to me. Maybe I'm the one that's upside
We
down.
all have had a lot of lack of sleep. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
What
God,
is sleep?
I don't. Oh my God. I don't.
Sleep when you're dead.
Damn you, sir. Right. Okay.
You won last time, I'm not letting it happen again.
Oh, wait.
There's a rivalry you didn't know about.
You've played before together?
Yes.
yeah, we played here.
Yeah. When
just to test it
when
out.
we came down for
Oh,
EE's
man.
housewarming. Right.
I'm gonna
All right. I'm gonna get rid of that one.
chat help me.
Tell me which card. Oh, I guess we can.
Tell me what to do. No, just
Darren.
Josh, close your eyes. It's rude.
someone's like mimosas more stuff.
God. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to sit there and think about what I want to get rid of. 'Cause this
Okay,
is like-
well, in the meanwhile,
Yeah, you have a second card to play.
yeah, I've got more fun stuff
And then
to
we'll
do.
make a discard pile right here.
Also, for those of you back home, if you'd like to help support the stream, you can go over to twitter.com/roll4it and you can retweet our tweet over there.
Oh, yes.
Or share it on Facebook. We also have a facebook.com/roll4it.
From Australia. That's why everything's upside down.
She's not.
Have you heard my Australian accent?
Oh, please do it for us.
Rob might.
Australia is a country with kangaroos in it.
That's terrible.
You're not wrong.
Not wrong. Yeah. Oh,
I
that's really
can
funny.
just about say the word Australia in an Australian accent.
Can you
Aussies, though,
differentiate the Kiwi accent? That's the important
Nope,
thing.
I cannot. I cannot.
No.
No, I can do many. I can do many accents, but mostly American or
Kiwis.
British.
And then you can do Kiwi.
Kiwi, yeah. It's more nasal, isn't it? Nasal.
A little bit higher.
Nice.
That sounded kind of South African then.
It just becomes British.
You lapsed into South African then.
Maybe that's why people think that they're.
I'm really sorry.
People get confused with
prawns. Fucking prawns, man.
Android had to put up with me doing
That went scouse.
That's really nice.
Right, go ahead and do your second card. Sorry.
Oh, yeah,
You got
I was gonna
distracted.
drink
This is
more.
going to be the problem, is we're going to...
This is how a game that functionally will probably only take 30 minutes is going to take us like the entire
2
time.
hours.
Yeah,
12 hours.
That's why I
of
scheduled it for 2 hours.
Yeah. Sorry.
Also,
Clever.
I was worried the intro would go way too long.
What's your family name, Fuzzy?
Slogar?
Slogar. Okay. Well, more misfortune was to befall the Slogar family, and I quite enjoyed thinking this one up because as Igor was transporting the bodies,
Face up. So we know.
obviously you need to. They're stiffs. They are stiff. So you pick them up over your shoulder and you walk. And if you need to turn around, there are 2 points at which you are not entirely sure of where they are. And unfortunately, this meant that Melissa Slogar, I'll just do Lord Slogar.
Wait, no, it's alright. I can just move the cards over.
Oh, yeah, okay.
This is fine.
There you go. Poor little Melissa was quietly playing in the garden, and as he did the thing with the ladder where you turn around too fast.
The ladder in the clown's Keystone Cops thing.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. The Keystone Cops thing into a well.
Oh no. Well, that's not good.
But unfortunately, no one heard her
You've already
cries.
played 2 cards.
But there is text on that
If a
card.
character has negative self-worth, you may immediately play an untimely death on it as a free play. You dick!
It wasn't the fall that killed her. It was the despair at no one hearing her cries.
Wait, someone has already died?
Yeah, welcome to Gloom.
I'm mortified.
That's a rough one.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
So I've already killed Fuzzy's character for, what's that, minus 25 points?
10. Minus 25.
You're welcome.
It's fine. It's early game. She'll come back. She's not really dead in that well. It's also your turn.
Yes. Right. Okay.
There might be a family vendetta coming.
Yeah, I have a feeling you're gonna die. In an untimely and unpleasant manner. It's almost like that's the purpose of this game.
There is also Skeksis here.
Right.
From Dark Crystal.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
That was more Yoda.
okay, now I get it.
Okay, it's still Jim Henson.
Anyway, right. So, can you?
No time! No time!
Is that Ogra?
Yeah.
Look like Gelfling, smell like Gelfling. Maybe you are Gelfling.
Fucking love Ogra. Anyway, can you play one card and then pass?
Yeah,
Right.
I
Okay.
assume so. It didn't really say that, but
Okay.
that makes sense to me because you may play one card, play or discard any one card from your hand,
Okay,
or
this
choose
is
to
a
pass.
grudge match now. This is a
Second
grudge
play,
match
you may
now.
play any
Please
other
kill
card
him.
from your hand, discard any one card, or
Don't
choose
kill
to pass.
me. I'm innocent. My family is
discard.
totally not called Dark something.
You're a weird circus family.
Hmm.
Oh, I like
Right.
that one. Murder her.
The old dame.
The old dame. She was doing some cooking.
She was basically
One day.
dead.
Some experimental cooking. Unfortunately, it went horribly wrong because shark-infested custard is just not a delicious
I'm
thing
curious,
at all.
Cooking with sharks is definitely an interesting.
Well, she attempted
choice.
it. She failed, and she was perturbed by the pudding.
Perturbed by the pudding. I like that.
And I'm going to pass.
Shocking.
Yes. Shark.
You're gonna pass. Okay.
Yeah.
So
When do we take new
Just
cards, by the way?
at the end of your turn, you draw up to 5.
Right. Okay.
Unless you have a card that changes your hand limit. All right. I'm feeling a little bit negative. Now, so one day, especially because Josh was an ass, one day, the good the good Angel. She's an angel. She likes to have. She's charming. And one day they took her to the circus, the dark circus, in fact. But it's not really about them. And there were some small people there.
Hey, don't make fun of us.
No. They call them midgets, and that's probably not a word we should use. But
no, don't call me a midget.
She was mocked by them. They found her in the front seat and did an entire routine around her, and so she felt really bad, and she was mocked.
As she should.
As she should be. For negative 10 self-worth.
It's the little things that hurt them.
And you know what? As a child, she's also hitting puberty. Actually, well, let's go over to the young cousin Mordecai, because he's hitting puberty. But he has a rough case of not acne, but boils, unknown to this family. Their family inherited a genetic predisposition for boils, and so he has been burdened by them.
Burdened by the boils. You guys both didn't
get boils.
What do you call them? You do
fluffer.
2 words that start with the same letter.
Alliteration. And that was my turn. Bringing it to yours.
Alliteration. This game is basically alliteration. The game.
I am gonna be not as good as all of you. So. Can we just all gang up on Josh?
Yeah.
I'm down. We eliminate Josh and then... Wait, no, because it's the first person to die, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it the last person to die and then...
It's the first person whose family dies ends the game.
Right, okay. Let's not gang up on Josh too hard.
Yeah, we gotta just keep one person alive.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We're gonna prolong your misery.
That sounds proper.
Actually,
serial killer.
who was the one making fun of the midgets, Lauren?
I wasn't. I was saying that they were mean to a child.
Oh, wait. Which one was
Angel.
that? Angel? Okay. We're gonna continue.
She was
with
mean to them,
Angel.
and then they mocked her viciously.
No, she was having a good time at the circus.
She pointed and laughed.
Which is what you do when you're having a good time at the circus.
I think it was rude.
So, Angel is having a good time at the circus.
Pointing and laughing.
And this, unfortunately, was noticed by someone who went to the same church as her. And she was chastised by the church because of this mockery. I don't know really how these cards work, so I might be wrong in how I'm doing this. But can I play that?
Your draw limit is reduced by 1 card while this text shows. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So you would have drawn up to 5. So make sure you have 5 cards in your hand from your turn. And then, So now...
So I put this on top.
Mm-hmm. So one thing to know is you don't ever have to discard down to your draw limit. It's your draw limit. So it's just how many cards you draw up to.
When I spend them, I have to make sure I don't go back up above the draw limit.
Yeah. So now yours is 4. So if you spend 2 cards...
It was vicious mockery.
It was. It's good.
So, sorry.
And you can play any cards on yourself or anyone else, including Untimely Death.
She was fined by the Bards Guild for using vicious mockery outside her class. Yes. It's like that's a cult-protected skill.
And I think
it's a union skill, all right?
I feel
it's like a union bar job.
Where's your card?
I'm sorry, Josh, but I feel like this is also going to happen to Angel.
So remember, the circles will cover up the ones that are there. So if it's a middle circle...
But it doesn't have circles.
Then then great. I love this.
I don't know what I'm doing, so I hope this works.
Just gang up on Josh. Solid strategy.
But I don't know how this works, so I will say the story and then I'll hand you the card and you can tell me if I can play it actually or not.
Okay. Is it quickly an untimely death card? Because
is it grey and then has like a rip in the corner?
It is, yes, but it's not. Yes,
you can't play that as your second action.
Oh, you can't.
Unless there's special text. I think.
Normally it's the ones like you play a modifier and then they say you
get
can play
3.
one.
So if it's got a gravestone on it, you can't play it. Like,
Yeah, I see your game.
But like, so what is the thing that allows you to be able to do it?
You can play it. It just has to be the first card.
No. But you said, but some cards will allow you.
There's special.
Yeah.
Text.
So remember the one that Josh played right at the beginning. That one said at the bottom. Oh, not that one. It was this one. Not that one. This one. Okay. So you see how at the bottom it says you can immediately play an untimely death card if they have a negative self-worth.
Okay.
So we got to do that for free.
All right. That makes sense then.
Which is why he was such an asshole on his turn.
Yeah. God.
Oh, okay.
You, Josh.
Plan.
Yeah.
So that character's
how's that
dead,
going for you?
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We stick together
Okay. I did not know. So that
No, that's fine.
for now.
Is that
Then-
is that your
Learning.
entirely death?
Possibly. Entirely possible.
Then I will not do
Vicious
this.
mockery from a group of monks. So vicious monkery.
Okay, I feel like Lauren is the only one who hasn't had something
That's true.
happen.
Well, and you.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to do it to myself.
We're being nice to you.
For now.
I can't. I don't remember all the names of the peoples. So this is hard.
So I've got Lord Wellington Smythe, the twins. There you go. Butterfield, Goody Czar, and Lola Wellington Smythe. I think it's Smith, but I'm going to call him Smythe.
Oh, yes.
Ooh,
mine.
this is Lord Wellington.
That's Lord Wellington.
Okay.
He dotes on his two terrible children.
Yes. So, Lord Wellington, in trying to protect his children from something they had done that got them into trouble, he got a little heated in his argument with them and tried to punch someone.
What? That doesn't sound like the Lord!
Oh, my goodness.
It was a moment of hated passion for his love for his children, even if they are
Terrible.
little brats. Something about being a
saying
father,
evil.
you know, you just still care for them, even if they're
You'll forgive the
horrible-
greatest of
horrible
transgressions.
children. And in doing so, he's put into prison.
What? Oh, wow. You cannot play any events while this text shows. Rough!
Which ones are events? They're the...
Events are the ones with little angel
red
and devil
text.
on them.
And then I
Red
grabbed
text.
2 cards.
Yep, and then you drop to 5. Well.
Okay.
Wow.
Well. Minus 20 points. Wow. Well played. Well, I see what you... Wellington.
I think I did worse on
You played
him, though.
for Josh.
I did.
Of course.
I did.
Oh,
the
negative 25.
25 on.
Right.
This time.
Oh, got it. Is it your go?
Everything. No,
It's Josh's turn.
We're back at the beginning now.
Which he's probably going to retaliate against us all.
We are going to die.
Yeah.
Well.
I fully accept my death because I don't really know what I'm doing.
Hey, I
The
want to win
old-
this game.
Really?
I'm going
When
to
is
pinch
that?
this very quickly.
Maybe I should have moved my stuff. Let me put it back here.
There we go. The old dame, very disappointed by her shark fin soup becoming quite so custody.
Custody?
Came in pudding for some reason.
How? Custody? Shark.
There was a recipe
You know?
mishap. She got them mixed up.
Oh, was she
It was
looking in a
probably
book
like
and then
chewy
one of the
custard.
pages was torn out and so she was accidentally making two things
So
at the
it's
same
just like, you know,
this
sort of like,
friend's
you know,
trifle. Yeah.
eggs, sugar, sharks. Wait, what?
She ended up taking custody of a
Get out.
bottle.
No, go. Leave.
Just like Mom used to make.
Didn't you say we had some vodka? I think I need it if Josh is going to continue
We
punning
do
like
some
this,
vodka.
okay?
We'll make sure you get a drink
This
later.
can be the pun family. She took custody of a bottle of drink, probably from the communion that Angel was forced to take. And fortunately was diverted from her troubles by drink.
Going to the bottle. That's one way.
It is. It is.
Livers are for the weak.
And there was is there no, keep that for later, never mind.
Stay away from my people.
And I'll tell you what, I'm gonna pass.
Okay, right. Shit, I should have been thinking about what I was going to do. Don't forget city cards. Oh wait, no, you've got 4. Right. Okay, let me think. You can play. You can play
Snap my hands are full.
You can play misfortunes
Yeah, I
at any
got you.
time, right? They don't have to be played first to do.
No, events are a card that you
Yeah.
can play on your turn too.
That's cool, right?
But yeah, you can play them on either turn.
Okay, so...
We need gravy wars on Roll4It. Oh my god.
Not the gravy.
Not the gravy.
All right, now...
I don't like pie.
I know...
I don't want tea pie. I don't like gravy.
I like gravy.
Okay, let me think. So,
Please do.
right.
Yeah, but is it American or British gravy?
Oh my gosh.
Like trying to explain gravy here was tough. I was like, it's white. It has sausage in it normally.
Yeah.
And
It doesn't have to.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to, but
Most gravy that I've ever had is brown, but it's not as thick as
All right,
gravy. And,
so what happened to Angel so far?
Angel was mocked by small people and then chastised by the church for laughing at them.
as she should be.
Okay,
She was
so she was so sad
You are a
about
terrible parent.
being chastised by the church that she decided to take herself out for an expensive dinner to sorry, I'll sit down so I'm in shot. We like to take
we do
herself
like
out.
seeing boobs. It's okay.
Well now. Come on, Josh.
We do have a lot of
I was
them.
going to wear the push-up bra,
Actually, we have a lot of women for our first episode.
Good work.
I'm cool for it.
and we're all hot. God damn it. Anyway, yeah, so she was so sad, she took herself
Not
out
all
for an
of us.
expensive dinner.
You both maybe.
You take that back.
Yeah.
Do we have any
How dare you leave me out of this?
Fine, Josh, you're hot too. Anyway, so took herself out for an expensive dinner, but she was so upset she didn't chew properly.
Oh no.
So you're saying this is good points.
She choked on a bone.
You butthead.
Oh wait, there's more.
Turn her over.
Yes. Right, I'm also going to play.
Which is what the doctor said.
I'm also going to play
Oh.
Miss
They didn't have the
Fortune
landing.
Favours the Old, which, if I can put it here, you may play up to 2 additional cards this round. They must be untimely deaths or modifiers with negative pathos points. I'll just kind of like shove that there so people can see what it is.
So that doesn't go on something, that just goes to
Yeah,
you.
that just but I'm just putting it there so
So
people
you can
see.
play 4 cards this time. Because you played 1.
Yes,
And
I've played,
2.
played
so you
that,
can
so I can play 2
Yeah.
more. Okay.
So a total of 4.
Right.
Poor Josh, the token male.
Okay.
You mean
and
the
then,
token mail?
Oh, that was pretty good.
Here's the token raw mail.
This is the high five. Okay. We are very easily amused.
It's alright, me and Josh high-fived earlier.
All right. Okay, and then I'll sit down again. Yes. Now,
Those who are asking,
I don't
we are
want-
playing. We are playing Gloom.
yes, I don't want to like just single Josh out. So let's say Lola Wellington
I did tell you
Smythe.
to put the Glover there. I don't know.
Right, Lola Wellington Smythe. She was out on the Raz one night.
She always is.
Yes, toy poodles were the fashion.
Oh, probably.
Unfortunately, she decided to wear the Lady Gaga meat dress,
Ooh.
and she was in fact pursued by poodles.
Well then.
Let's see.
I'm sorry, that's really funny. I'm imagining someone dressed as a
And
poodles. I would be the happiest
what's his
person
name
ever.
again?
I'd be like, poodles, come to me.
as it says here, they can strip the flesh of a rhino in less than a minute.
Okay, go away, poodles.
Yes. Right.
Take it back.
Which of your characters is most likely to drink?
Ooh.
Exit pursued by a poodle.
Most likely to drink.
Let's go with the ringmaster. I'm choosing the
Okay, I was going to
ringmaster.
say Mr. Giggles.
Okay,
Seems
Mr.
like
Giggles,
a
yes.
drinker.
Yes. He was so distraught by the fact that he was a creepy clown. He'd go up to kids and be like, "Hey kids, how are you doing?" They'd be like, "Ah, no!" And he was so distraught by this that he turned to drink, and he was in fact driven to drink by his ineptitude as a clown.
Oh, that's sad.
That is sad.
Right, there we go. Boom.
He just likes making small children smile, which is a little creepy.
I'm in a grimace of terror. is what
By
I mean.
any means necessary.
The Lord
Like,
Wellington. The
making-
Lord Wellington
Oh,
Smythe.
that's cute.
His wife tragically passed away and left him with 2 awful children, but that's fine. Because one day, while perhaps he was in prison, he met someone And they hit it off right away, and they both eventually got out of prison, and they were in fact married magnificently. And also, my draw limit is increased while this card's text.
Oh, I forgot to say, I have to immediately discard one card when this card is played. Don't drive and drink.
Sorry,
he was driving the clown car!
Yeah.
that the dark family goes in. I love it.
And then I am going to play a Twist of Fate, which is to replace the top modifier on a character with 1 from your hand, and then I keep the modifier you replace. So though Lola may have been pursued by poodles, that in fact meant she was just very, very famous, and so she landed a legacy.
The meat dress.
The meat dress. She is in fact Lola Gaga. So I get to keep this card, and now I also may immediately draw or discard 2 cards when this card is played, so I'm going to draw 2 cards. So I have a lot of cards this turn. This one will get discarded, and now I guess, unfortunately, draw up to my hand limit, which is this. And that ends my turn.
All right.
And then there was an earthquake.
I think... So would you say having the
Lola landed a legacy.
Okay.
Lovely.
Yeah. She did all right for herself, yeah.
Yes. But Lola Gaga, although she did land legacy, the stench of the meat dress continued to go on. And visiting the circus one evening with a fellow. Oh my. What? She was taunted by tigers.
What? Skip your next draw phase after this card is played.
I don't think you need it.
I assume that's my draw phase. Well, would it be the person who plays the card?
It will be the text because it's on your card.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for you, unfortunately, with your tower of cards.
I have 5. That's not that many.
Tower.
Yeah, but when she uses
cards.
that, when she uses them, she won't be able to
get to
draw.
replace them.
And I think I'm debating what I want to do with this. I think I'm going to do this. Coming over here. Although Mr. Giggles has a drinking problem, he does have a way with making people smile. And in fact, before it was just small children, but with the drinking, he was able to make some adults laugh as well. And he became popular in Parliament.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, ministers, they got a weird sense of humor.
They
so
find
I can immediately
drunkards
draw,
hilarious.
Draw or discard 2 cards when this card is played. Luckily, the voters are morons.
Wow!
So, here's the thing. If I play 2 cards, if I play 2 cards, do I get... Oh, sorry. I accidentally took another one. Do I get to still draw cards that I played, or...
What do you mean?
Because normally I would get the 3 cards that were the 2 cards that I played, right? Back.
So you would draw up to your hand limit at the end. So if you're at your hand limit, because like the same way I didn't draw any more cards, even though I played the one that allowed me to
Okay,
draw.
so okay, cool.
So if you're at your hand limit,
I do get to grab the last one. Okay.
Yeah, you get to draw any cards. If the card says like draw 3, you draw 3 regardless of your hand limit. If at the end of your turn when you draw, you don't draw if you're at your hand limit.
Okay, cool. So normally, because I was told that I had to discard a card earlier, I would have only had 4, right? Mm-hmm. But because of this, I get to actually have my full card. Mm-hmm. Oh, cool. Okay, I did do good.
It's a lot of devious weirdness.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was doing the right strategy or not. So
I actually should have had 1 more card because my draw limit's increased by 1 and it's 5. So now I was at 6.
Woohoo!
Okay.
Steal card.
Take the card that Maggie saw.
Yeah. No, I took the card that I saw.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't really see it because I don't know what I'm doing.
This is marvelous.
Stay away from my babies.
No, Maggie, why?
No. Well, the misfortune I feel for that one.
Her Lola? Lady
yes.
Gaga.
Oh my god. Someone just said they're like drunken members of English Parliament, ? I guess UKIP really are just a bunch of clowns.
They're not in Parliament anymore.
Oh no.
Well.
Are you talking about Wellington?
No, we're talking about
Did we just get a Josh
Lola
nose
Gaga.
close-up also?
Do we get what?
Apparently there's a Josh nose close-up.
Lola Gaga.
Oh wait, you can get we can have a profile cam
So creepy.
Lola Gaga, the
Picking on her.
famous
Yeah.
and esteemed meat lady. After attending...
Esteemed meat lady.
The only one who's not a butcher, it's very impressive,
It is.
was at the circus with her friend, who unfortunately she discovered was the owner of those poodles. And when she went home with him...
What?
They
That was
all...
who she was with?
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah. When she went home, the poodles dogpiled her and dragged her into a bog.
Oh,
no! She drowned in a bog!
Also, I will be playing the Stormy Night card, as this just, I feel, is atmosphere rather than a specific event. That a stormy night approaches this horrific little town of Burtington.
Burtington.
And cast
Totally didn't just make that name up, no.
and casts dampness on basically everyone.
Wait.
Moist.
Oh,
You'll come down with a case
we're
of the
very moist. Well, some people might be into that.
And
God
a
knows
stormy night was had. I get to draw 4 cards, play 1, then discard until I reach my current draw limit, which is now 5 again
God
because
damn.
one of my characters died. So
Did you kill them?
no,
Someone
that
else did.
wasn't me.
Was that me?
I won't say. So,
Yeah, it was you. Let's be real here.
ooh.
Oh no, my tea's gone cold. This is the worst.
No!
Willem Stark. Let's say it was a handyman, but everyone thought he looked like a pirate. See, yeah.
Arr.
Yeah. So
I'm not a pirate.
he learned the West Country accent, turned from being a handyman into a marvelous actor in that one pirate film.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, I know the one.
Why is the
Where there was a boat and
Yeah.
I think there were
treasures.
2 boats.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and they were
Yeah.
fighting each other.
Yeah.
And a cannon went off.
Yeah,
It was
something
very
like
exciting.
that.
Someone stabbed someone with a sword. I
There
think.
was
There was
rum.
explosions.
And then
There was water.
And then there was
I
no
love
rum.
water.
Yeah, the rum was gone, and everybody wanted to know why.
A handy
Yeah.
pirate.
Why did the rum?
Which is odd
think
because
he's a
normally they have
one-handy
hooks.
pirate.
Yeah.
And he found fame at a. Oh, I thought that said at last. He found fame at the feast that was held in his honor for being so awesome at acting.
I see.
Look,
Good reading,
I need
well
to
done.
read. Reading comprehension is not my
It's rough. It's
thing.
rough. It's tough.
And then I need to discard down to my hand limit, which fortunately has not meant I had discard anything.
Is it my go?
It's your turn.
Okay, it's my go. Right. Right.
Just the boats are fighting.
Yeah.
It's actually, weirdly enough,
They're like not
Transformers
the
did a
people, just
pirate.
the boats. Yeah.
Did a pirate movie. Yeah, it was an unexpected an entry into the Transformers universe.
Yeah. I think it was good though.
But a good turn for the series as a whole.
I think
For the
so.
movie.
I feel like they've done enough with all the cars and stuff like that.
I was ready for boats.
I think
It was
boats.
a refreshing
yeah,
change.
maybe they'll
Cars,
do spaceships
planes.
next or something.
It was also weirdly a crossover with the Cars universe from Pixar. I really didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boats.
Boats. Transformers.
I'm imagining
17.
like the trains.
Pirates
the trains.
Pirates of the...
Caraboats.
Right. I am going to, first of all, use Body Thief Choose one of your living characters and any one dead character. Both are removed from play and provide no pathos points. So that means that this doesn't count, right? The negatives don't count as well?
Yeah.
Do you want to put
Yeah,
this over?
so-
Do you want to put this over?
Oh, sorry, yes. Right.
So people know what you're talking about.
But they can just guess.
Oh wow! So you're going to be down a whole character.
Two characters.
Oh.
Choose any one of your living characters and any one dead character.
Both are removed from play.
Yeah. I also assume you could choose one from someone else.
I could, yes. Hang on, does anybody go have positive?
Positive dead character? No, not in this game.
That'd be a silly place to kill
Oh
somebody.
yeah, no, one of my living characters. So yeah, I'm going to take these
Can you
two
show
out.
them the two cards that you're going to
Okay,
kill?
yes. Sorry.
So they understand why.
Right, so yeah, I'm going to
kill
take...
your cards.
I'm going to take... so basically, Elias, Igor... wait, who was this that he... It was... Melissa Slogar, yes. So, Igor decided to perform innovative research.
Did he just steal the body and run away with it?
He did. Yes. He's basically just like his grave robbing was just like it's got to such a point where it's just like I must have her body, child. Yes, important ingredients. I want the skull, and he just dug her up and
That's really
stole
creepy.
her body. Yeah,
Yeah. Welcome to Gloom.
super creepy. So yeah, both of these are now removed from play. Ooh.
Very impressive because she was at the bottom of a well, so we had to dig down to the
Yeah,
bottom.
yeah, this is true. Yeah, he just fished her out of the well.
Oh,
Yeah, ooh, skulls.
That must be
So-
some heavy rope to...
Yeah, right. And wait,
Yeah.
there is more.
No,
there is more.
That's right.
Let's see. However, Professor Helena Slogar, she's not a particularly good mother. She didn't even notice her daughter was missing, let alone her body had been stolen, and she slept without sorrows.
It's like, oh, it's quiet in the house.
Yes, I feel some sense of responsibility is lifted from me, but I don't know why.
I'm sure I'm forgetting nothing.
So we all remember the Lord Wellington Smythe, his brief stint in jail, his sudden and rapid marriage, which went quite happily for an extended period of time until one day he didn't realize, but his partner didn't really like him.
Oh no.
He was pushed down the stairs after he spat, landed, his neck snapped at the bottom of the stairs. So I flipped the character card beneath this to the deceased side. It's worth an additional -10 if I had a symbol. Oh no, wait, I didn't want to use this one on him. I had that symbol. Well, it's too late. So he dies with a small amount of positive points. Which in this game is not a bad thing.
So how does the skull symbol work? Like, is that from
It'll be in this bottom corner. So you see how mine has a little heart symbol?
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can look for... I don't think anyone has a skull that's currently in play.
Okay.
Cool. In the meantime, however, let's see what's going on. Oh, Maggie's looking like she's in pretty good shape.
Come for me.
Looking in pretty good shape. Yeah, over here it looks kind of bad. So let's say that that lovely... Let's pick on someone else that's not a clown. Let's pick on a clown. That clown, he's had a rough life. He hasn't succeeded. He hasn't succeeded in being particularly amusing or talented.
What?
So he thought he would switch up his act and start bringing in different animals into the circus. And so they were like, well, what about a manatee? They're quite cute. Turns out, however, they're also quite vicious. And he was mauled by a manatee. And I'm not allowed to draw because that card is still in effect, and so it becomes Maggie's turn.
I was gonna kill him first.
Oh wait, do you win from positive points or negative points?
You win from positive points.
That's what I thought, but someone in chat is saying you win from negative points. I assume you'd win from positive points because it's way fucking harder to get.
Yeah. I would too.
Maggie won with plus 100
Oh no,
points.
the player with the lowest total family value wins. I read it wrong.
It's a different Maggie.
fuzzy.
So you win with lowest. So we have been playing wrong this entire time.
We'll win with highest this time?
Yeah, let's do that. It's a different way of playing the game.
What?
You're supposed to win with the lowest positive points, so we should have been playing negative cards on ourselves and positive ones on other
but we
people.
already are doing it the other way.
Yep.
We're doing horrible things to each other anyway.
It's fine.
Oh, no, we were, yeah. No, I just realised we're completely...
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we messed it up.
I skimmed that section of the rules. I was like, cool, points.
Are we going to keep going with how we
Yeah,
initially
we're going to keep going with this way.
'Cause I was
It'll make it way harder because there's way fewer positive.
Yeah, which I think is cool. Oh, scheiße.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
I do.
This is a variant on the game where you're trying to screw over other people more than you try and screw over your own characters.
This
fine.
was not what I planned.
I blame the mimosas.
I blame the
Let's blame Maggie.
You can blame
You can
me.
blame me. It's fine. read the
I
rules.
did bring the mimosas. Okay, I'm just gonna go with what I'm gonna not do what I originally wanted to do, but it'll be fine. Okay, so the twins over there were having a fun time playing with some of the other children in the
Pretty
schoolyard.
terrible though. I wouldn't call it playing.
By playing, they may have drawn some blood.
Yeah, that sounds right.
But what they didn't notice is that one of the kids had a plague.
Oh no!
And
Just a plague. Not the plague, just a plague. A small one.
And they were plagued by the pox.
Ooh, smallpox.
No. One for each of them.
Yeah, small plague. The small
plague.
pox.
Your draw limit is reduced by 1.
And
That makes sense.
do you have someone over there
Think footsie with me.
who maybe has a significant other?
I would say the old dame certainly has a secret lover.
Okay, yes. What he didn't know is that his secret lover knew a tall, dark stranger
Ooh.
who was carrying a scythe
What?
and followed them on their date. And in jealous rage, he was jinxed by gypsies.
Damn. Okay. Well, that changes what I'm doing.
And I will grab my card.
The old dame lives for an extra turn. Well,
Well.
indeed.
I know I didn't get to do what I wanted. I was like, oh no. This is definitely an interesting game. And I could see how the other way around would be much easier. This is a lot harder.
Hey, look, we're playing a hard mode, okay?
I kind of like it this way because it's way more. It seems like it's way more challenging.
Okay. Well.
Well.
Oh, notice
No,
how
that
all
was
the
your
cards with lots
character.
of negatives have a debuff. Yeah, it seems like that would be.
So it's bad for you to play it on yourself. So there's like a. This one, it makes it even worse for the person you play it on because you're giving them like it by having it become against their score. So normally you would play it on yourself, and then your trade-off is that you have something happen to you.
Gotcha.
Which makes sense, but we're just playing extremely mean to each other.
Yeah, because most of the text effects are very negative as well. So when they end up on other people, it's extra awful. So, Willem Stark, the pirate actor extraordinaire, who had a great time, felt that the West Country accent would eventually take over the stereotypical pirate archetype and couldn't really contend with this fact, ruining the pirate name, and so was consumed from within by grief and actor's block. So, Willem is dead. Willem is dead for plus 10 points.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. For how we're playing it.
Yeah.
I guess.
You're still going to have negative scores. I'm confident you're going to win by having the highest negatives. I'm at minus.
Oh, they would like you to do a West Country accent.
Yeah, I can get you a West Country.
Our dearly departed Willem.
I love it.
Well, that's more of a Suffolk
We
accent.
covered last night in Drive Terror.
The pirate actor.
Oh,
Willem died of despair and was consumed from within.
I really hope this is him recording his own eulogy to be played at his funeral.
My final act will be to say that not only pirates can be from the West Country, you know.
The posh is creeping in again. Josh. You just like not only pirates can be
It's
from the
not
West Country.
only pirates.
Josh is very posh.
I was really clarified. I was like, I can't believe you don't have like a different accent given where you live.
Yeah,
How dare you?
How dare you?
I beg your pardon?
Really, sir. Honestly,
I haven't gone any more
Mustache on your nose.
poppy.
pushing my nose up because I'm posh.
Oh, poppy.
Double mustache.
Poppy.
How more posh can I get?
My cousin has a tattoo of a mustache on her hand. It's cute, yeah.
All the way up.
Yeah, it can become a unibrow. I know people get like little lightsaber tattoos.
unibrow.
on their
Yeah.
fingers.
And then you do lightsaber battle. Oh, we have lightsaber battle cam.
So many uses for this camera.
This camera. We can do handshakes.
Whoever loses can sit
Good
there.
eye,
It's
eye,
just the chair of shame.
Oh, fist bumps.
Boom. Oh wait, I should do that. Wait.
Ba-la-la-la-la.
Right. Okay. Whose go is it? Is it?
It's still mine.
It's still yours.
I
Okay.
killed someone.
Stop it. No.
I need to keep going
Bad Josh. No, stop it.
I need to keep going.
with a very unfortunate
Oh no!
tale.
Oh, tell me the tale, sir.
Whoa.
A tale of Mr. Giggles, the very aptly named clown.
Oh, how did he die?
Didn't die.
Oh.
Didn't die.
But he probably wishes he did.
Oh yes, because entertaining those ministers in Parliament was all well and good. Free booze. They joked at Mr. Giggles' expense, unfortunately. The raucous
He just thought
laughter.
they were giggling at him because he was funny.
Because he was funny. That was the
That was
unfortunate
not the
thing.
case. I can
The raucous laughter that was caused by Mr. Giggles disturbed the Queen's sleep. And so she stormed into Parliament, picked up that big golden rod, pointed it at him, and a bolt of lightning came.
No, Josh, I like my hand.
Oh no!
And Mr. Giggles was cursed by the Queen.
That is a lot.
This is rough.
Mr. Giggles.
Here, we have made this game very difficult.
Mr. Giggles has lost me the game. I am at the bottom of the well now.
For now.
Okay, well I have to immediately discard my entire hand.
Which is why we should have
Does
been
that mean-
playing with the opposite points.
Does that mean
We
that
can also stop this round of the game
No,
and
it's
play a
fine.
new one the correct way.
well
Yeah, but
we
might
only
as well
we
finish
only
it.
have
Oh no!
Jupiter's falling.
Oh no! Oh no, it's fine. Jupiter's ascending.
Good movie, Joe. Dare mock it. I will come over there.
Oh my god.
the wind. I think it's the wind.
Why is the window open?
It's not. It's just
Not. There's just a slight.
Make it
There we go.
out more so it actually leads this way of that. Okay.
I'm not helping. I'm not going to help.
It's fine.
a little light creeping through. There we go.
This is fine.
This is fine.
Oh my god. Everything's
So
also that was very fast. You're like Jupiter is fine. Jupiter's ascending.
We got this.
Oh my god. Okay.
his place is cursed.
So does that mean I don't have any cards on my turn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's after your card.
Does that mean I don't get any cards on my turn?
That means you just literally can't do anything. We should probably play, but we should probably restart.
Am I done? Does that mean I'm done?
Hi,
That's
hi,
true.
E. How are you?
Hello,
Did you
Techie.
see Jupiter?
Fix that. We'll say that because normally that would happen on your turn, you just draw a new hand. You just get a new hand. Because
Yeah,
that's
that
what would
makes
happen.
sense.
You discard
Yeah.
your hand, then you draw. So you just get a fresh hand.
Oh, this
so
would
just
happen on my
draw.
turn? But it says
Yeah, 'cause
immediately discard.
Yeah,
Because normally, remember, you would be. It's a negative card, so you'd probably play it on yourself and not on someone else. So if we were playing by the correct rules, you would
But
end
that's
your
not how it
turn that
happens.
way.
But this is how we're playing.
Like,
So
it's fine. You want to have no. We're giving you an opportunity to have cards now.
But does that mean I would never ever get cards again?
Yeah, because you would actually get stuck because you would never... No, at the end of your turn, you would just skip your entire turn and then you draw cards, and that would be... So you'd miss a whole turn.
That's fine. We'll play it that way, because that's how... We're playing a hard mode. Go. Do it.
No, I think we broke the game is what we've done.
Yeah, we messed up. Well, that's fine.
So did you guys play it this way when you guys played it?
No,
we played it
by the correct rules.
We played it right.
You also played it the most recently, and somehow I was explaining it.
What?
Why did either of you speak up?
You were forthright.
I'm just very confident.
Yes, I remember playing it, but I was there going like...
I'm like, wait, you both played this, and you played it a different way, but you never said a thing.
It didn't occur to me for a little while, because I've only played it once, and I'm sort of quite sleepy, and also I'd had a mimosa.
Oh, I think this is fine. I like it.
I blame Ricky.
It's time for that.
Do you have more
people have
to
just
do?
learned
Because that was pretty... No, you already did 2 things, right?
I can do more if you want.
No, I'm just asking.
You started it.
All right,
You're
Fuzzy,
it's
your turn.
Fuzzy, it's your turn.
Right,
We do have
Okay, right.
30-ish minutes left.
Okay. Right.
This has taken an hour and a half.
Well, we talk a lot.
We do.
We've also made this game way harder.
Someone else is like, that's awful.
Okay, so whose go was it last? Wait.
I think it's time for Lauren to make
Everyone
coffee.
who insults Jupiter is
Okay, yeah.
Do not make me. Do not make coffee.
take their words
Who's
back.
going next? Who's going next?
You didn't drink your whole
who's
lunch.
going next after me?
Me.
Okay.
We go in a circle. We've been going in the same circle the
right.
entire game, Fuzzy.
I'm shush. Right.
But did it suddenly change?
Possibly. All right.
Can it change?
Goodies are.
I mean, let's see.
She's
if
the nanny.
Oh, is that what she is?
She's been up to no good.
Probably.
She's her reputation in tatters.
Let's be honest, we're all...
She's been getting up to nefarious things, and because she's a nefarious nanny, and she's in fact been shunned by society.
Skip your next turn after this card. Yeah, see, that's why the text doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I understand now.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Cool, so I don't get to do anything.
Well, you know what? High five for getting... Hey, you know what that is? We're just speeding up the end.
Yeah, exactly.
We're helping out.
Prolonging the inevitable.
Right.
We're doing great here. Just in case anyone's wondering. And like, you feel bad about that clown. Like, this nanny's about the same.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you are. Well, I got 2
Slightly
20s.
worse. Okay.
I got 2 minus 20, so I think I'm slightly worse.
Right.
I should not make coffee again.
This.
Don't make me coffee.
Cousin Mordecai.
I'm
Okay.
horrified.
Well, cousin Mordecai.
She put as much as you're supposed to put in the entire
He's,
pitcher into my cup.
cousin Mordecai.
A lot of instant coffee. I make it with real coffee.
Oh, we still of you doing being confident.
Yeah. Well, your thing didn't even come with instructions.
Go ahead, Fuzzy.
Anyway,
Right, cousin Mordecai. He likes licking random surfaces because he's a little bit inbred. He's just like, oh, this tastes like num 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 num. What? And he just,
He's a child.
he licked the wrong thing one day, and he was distressed by
Giggity.
dysentery.
Oh God.
Wait, let me
The
just.
player to your left may randomly select and discard 2 cards from your hand immediately when
have
playing.
fun.
Hi, I'm to your left.
You are.
Here, I'll fix it.
Oh, no, that's 2
That's 2.
cards.
I'll do.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Oh, and I'm just discarding them straight away.
Yeah.
Right. Haha. Sorry.
Thanks for getting rid of the cards I need.
Okay, that's me done.
At the end. He whispers really loudly though, so I'm sure everyone heard it.
No,
it's not.
It's my go, and my go's done. It's your turn.
Maggie, because I screwed
And
you.
your turn's done, so you draw some cards.
Oh, because I don't even get a turn, but yeah.
You get to draw
You draw
cards.
cards. It's yours, because I just get my turn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a monster.
Look, the thing is, if you are confident,
I have 2
then people
cards.
believe you, and then you often get away with it.
But then chat's like, hang on a minute, and we're like, oh, yeah.
But see, the thing is, Lauren wasn't confident, so I can't really...
No, I wasn't. I was like, let me quickly read the rules. And then I was like, is that correct? And everyone's like, yeah, that sounds right.
It's fine.
I'm just going along with what everybody else is doing. This is fine.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
And that's what happens when you're confident. People
I'm a
drink your
natural
coffee.
follower.
I'll make you coffee today, and it'll be the correct
I'm
amount.
good, I have coffee still.
So, unfortunately,
Didn't even get a second chance.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Here you go.
It's still him?
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna kill him.
I'm
You're killing him. You're
I'm
finishing
ending
him up.
this tale of woe. Mr. Giggles, the parliamentary clown, indistinguishable from most others in that house, managed to out the queen for her witchcraft.
Ooh, yeah.
A
Well,
mob formed
oh, yeah.
with pitchforks and fire, tied who they assumed to be the queen to a pyre. Because he was wearing very large bloomers, Mr. Giggles was murdered by a mob.
That makes sense.
Dear.
Or burnt by a mob, but murdered by a mob, it makes more
Rest
sense.
in peace, Mr. Giggles.
Ripping.
You always did make me laugh,
Ripping
even if
Giggles.
you were standing over me while I was pooping.
So
Okay.
you need to flip him to his dead
To his red side, yeah.
Also, I can't do that now. I was going to kill more people, but I can't do it on my second turn. Okay.
That was Lady Alessandra's monologue after he died.
Oh, those two are out of the game.
But I will say this. Mr. Giggles did get the last laugh as he died.
Because the queen is a witch?
No, because he was laughing.
Oh.
No one else was laughing. It was really disturbing. Kind of gross, actually.
He thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
The only funny thing in his life. Okay. So, that lady.
This lady?
What happened to her?
Professor
The queen is a witch.
Slowga.
Oh, everyone's
She
putting
slept without
Ramesses'
sorrows.
pyres in.
Oh.
Even though her daughter
We need
disappeared.
a hearsay. It's the hearsay one.
Well, her daughter disappeared mysteriously. And the kitchen's got a new delivery the next day.
Ooh.
And so she thought she'd try the red meat that looked and smelled very much like salmon. But unfortunately it was not.
Well,
It may or may not have been
salmon's
someone
pink,
else
so-
that has disappeared, but she was sickened by the salmon.
Ooh.
Oh dear. Oh wow, while that card's there, discard one card every time you play a modifier.
Ooh.
Including this one, so you have to discard a card.
I have to discard a card. Okay, that's fine.
We have made hard mode Gloom,
Yeah, we have.
and I'm not sorry.
I know.
Yes.
I actually really like it.
It's real rough.
I think it's funny, and it's making things go quick.
Okay. Is it my go again?
It is your turn.
Okay,
now.
it is my go,
Josh
right.
is finally done.
We're also going to probably play it differently because not everyone's going to die. I don't think in the time. So
Yeah, we'll just have to
you
calculate
wonder why
points.
it didn't take 30 minutes for this game.
Yes, right. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to play the unpleasant surprise, remove the top modifier from one living character and discard it. So I'm going to get rid of the sickened by salmon.
Yeah,
She
that's
just vomited it all up.
Yeah.
It was like,
So she's immediately been unsickened again. She's like, oh, this is disgusting. I feel better now. And then, let's see. But then, after she'd vommed up all the salmon, she heard the distant barking of poodles, attracted by the rotten salmon. And she opened the door to see what was up. She just went down under a tidal wave of angry poodles, and she was torn limb from limb.
whoa!
Wow,
That is
yeah, she
intense.
just dead.
Just tidal wave of angry poodles.
You can't play that card because it's your second card.
God damn it!
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Which is what she said when she didn't die.
Well,
Very
that's
disappointing.
fine then.
She was very
That's fine.
disappointed in her non-death.
Well, fine then. In that case,
Yeah, no,
in
it's fine.
that case,
We'll move that over to Random Tuesdays.
What are you doing to me? What's happening?
revenge. In that case, Butterfield
Oh yeah.
was out at night.
Butlerfield.
He was hanging.
Butterfield the butler.
He went to a dodgy pub full of wheezy people.
Isn't
And,
that every dodgy?
the wrong person coughed on him while he was out carousing, and he contracted consumption.
Ooh, your drama is reduced by one card while this card is shown. Oh god, it's reduced by 2 cards. Draw limit's 3 now.
Ooh, I should totally.
It was rough.
Okay.
It was rough.
There we go. That's fine.
So it's my turn now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the thing. These children, as terrible as they were, they had one thing in their life that they truly enjoyed. One thing. And that was going to the pond, feeding the ducks. They were
What were they
delighted
feeding the
by
ducks,
ducklings.
though?
We don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
They were delighted by ducklings. So yeah, they were feeling pretty good. And though this butler contracted a very rough case of consumption, rather than seeking traditional medical treatment as one might, he decided to be to seek solace in the church and was blessed by the bishop. So when this card was played, he was immediately discard. I may immediately discard and then draw, which I don't care to discard either of these. So so he's feeling pretty good now. Yeah, we're blessed. So my draw limit is now no longer screwed up. So I'm at 5.
There we go.
Whoa, what?
I'm looking. I'm just having a peeksies.
Uh-huh.
I can't see from very far away, so I have to peeksies.
Nobody else has got anything on. It's just this lady.
The ducklings are made of cocaine. Look, they were also drug running.
What was the thing that you just did to the butler?
He was blessed by the bishop.
Okay.
He's feeling pretty good about himself.
Okay, I think I know what I'm going to do. Although blessed by the bishop, in his diplomacy and continual conversation with the bishop and others, he may have made a tiny lie. And you know what happens with tiny lies? They become bigger and bigger lies. And he was scarred by scandal.
Oh my god!
Dear. Immediately discard your entire hand when this play. It's a rough version of the game.
And then, of course,
Hi.
ooh, hello. I think I'm gonna go over here.
No.
Ah,
You
yeah.
really don't have to.
Get it.
I was debating between you.
No, it can't happen now. There's crashes.
We keep doing that, or I keep doing that. What's his? Oh no, that's not.
Oh, finally he's putting the thing on the doohickey.
Oh,
What? The thing on the doohickey.
we don't have a high five cam.
But we need the high five cam.
Oh, actually, you know, I realized I didn't realize that. We're actually gonna go over here.
Oh, fuzzy sorry.
No, he's doing the other overlays.
Yeah, that's somebody else. This is a different thing. There we go.
He could,
That's
while he's
What's
here,
their
he was
name again?
listening to this,
I
just
forgot.
put the logo.
Professor Helena
the game,
Slogar.
but that's fine.
Okay. On the way home from work.
Well, she works from home.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a professor.
Yeah. So on her way from her office to somewhere else
Never mind.
in the house.
On the way home from buying groceries, I thought with professors they would be.
How dare you not know exactly the intricacies of our completely made-up stories?
That I just thought up on the fly. God damn it.
On the way home from buying groceries, there was a beggar who was asking for some money.
Oh dear.
But she had just bought her groceries and she didn't have any to spare.
She doesn't give money to beggars, please.
And a whole group of them erupted from the alleyway, and she was beaten.
Oh dear.
My beggars, my
And the
God.
groceries were taken as well.
Those bastards.
And a whole family of beggars were fed that evening. It was great.
Oh, wait, they didn't eat her. They ate the groceries.
Lauren immediately went to
Like
cannibalism.
zombie apocalypse.
Really did.
The groceries.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying now.
And I'll just take
I'm
my-
still hearing cannibalism.
I'll just take my only 2 cards that I get because I only get 2 cards now.
What's your draw limit?
But
You always draw up to your draw limit.
Yeah, which is 5.
Yeah.
I only took. That means I was missing cards this entire time.
It's only if you have things in front of you. Like
I'm playing Uber mode.
Maggie's like, what if I took a game that was already extra hard and made it even harder?
That's fine. It's fine. It's for charity.
Yeah, it's fine. Which you can donate at bit.ly.
That's later. Where
Roll4It.
No,
Roll4ItCON 2018. I didn't know where you're going.
And only donate for Imogen.
No.
Actually,
Goldie.
the only person that
The
can.
bad things for Imogen is what you mean, yes?
Yes.
There are no bad things.
There
for
are
Imogen.
bad
People
things.
Give her things.
The rugs of smothering won't donate themselves.
Talking about rugs of smothering. They'll hear you. You can't trust them. Rugs. They're everywhere.
I'm just saying, Imogen needs help, please.
As does Morgan.
Morgan's
Goldie,
fine.
God.
Morgan is...
Goldie's a bugbear.
Yeah.
She'll be fine.
All right, it is your turn, Josh.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Marvelous. Because the, was it Dowager, Lauren?
Goodies are. She's the nanny.
Oh, the nanny.
Oh, the nanny.
Well,
Then
the
she's a
children
nanny.
mocked her. They grew up and disappeared from her life
Yeah.
because she was not a good nanny. She was...
She wasn't. She was trying to make them more evil. They were already pretty awful.
Yeah, exactly. And she was successful, and so their revenge was simple. They locked her in a cage and buried her, so she died old and alone.
Ooh, yeah.
Wow.
Cannot be played with. Yeah.
No.
She's dead.
She dead.
Super dead.
And I would kill more people, but it's my second go.
Yeah.
So how about...
Oh, that just makes it so you can't kill multiple people.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
But,
Unless you have like a special, like you play a modifier and then.
and you can't put a modifier on somebody and then kill them.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Hi.
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 Welcome
You
to the
need-
dog family.
Yes.
Imogen doesn't know how to use full plate or a sword. It's not a helpful kid out.
Yes, give them to her. No, I'm just kidding.
What the fuck do I do with this?
Because you know when they spawn in, they drop on their head.
No, they actually will spawn. They'll like fly down from the sky. They'll spawn in a box somewhere near them.
Loot
So other people will be able to see
Brenda has
it.
power armor and a big gun. We're fucked already.
I try to imagine
Okay.
Goldie trying to work out how to use a missile rocket launcher.
Imogen would help her if she didn't murder Imogen.
Darius Dark liked to keep things dark. It was a self-fulfilling prophecy of darkness. And
Yes, this is true.
obviously, therefore, kept all of the zoo and circus animals in the dark. Unfortunately, he didn't
As you
realize... Yeah, exactly. He had the rare Peruvian glowing snake.
Damn that snake! It kept making light everywhere.
Yeah, unexpectedly. And so Darius was startled by snakes.
Ooh!
For minus 20 points.
Wow. I walked into that
I feel
room
20
and
points
there
plus.
were lights everywhere. My eyes blinked for 30 minutes straight before I could see again.
That sounds uncomfortable.
Should get that checked out.
Then it was Fuzzy's turn.
Okay, right, well, let's see. So, Professor Helen Slogard, she was beaten by beggars, but she was just like, you know, whatever. This is fine.
But they're good
snakes,
Brent.
Easy come, easy go. And she, in fact,
Look at those murders for
she, in
girders.
fact, died without cares.
The damn
wow.
dangerous
She was just like,
news.
it's not the worst thing. It's
No
fine.
Legit.
blows.
So yeah, she has died without cares. Hang on, which is
That's a nice way to die, though.
yeah, right. Oh, hang on.
It's probably the best.
Fuzzy
ending.
has the worst time with it.
There we go.
Probably a better way to.
There we go. Right, yeah. So she died without cares. So she's, she's fine. Hang on, let me just.
I'm looking at Fuzzy's cards right now. The one with all the dead people. Because she keeps sliding them off to the side.
Yeah.
Oh,
there
yeah.
we go. So I have
Well,
three.
two of them don't count
Well,
because they
yeah,
disappeared.
Oh,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And the third one is just like, yay. Right, and then.
Well, you keep the third one with your cards then, so we can
Oh, yeah.
see.
That's true.
Yeah, because those are out of play. This is technically still in place. You could revive her.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. Complete bastards. Right.
I mean, it's convenient.
Yeah.
Might be for this sort of reason.
Emergency.
I think it's in case something spills.
The twins.
Or,
the twins.
other emergencies that require toilet.
We're
Other liquid emergencies.
let's see. Delighted by ducklings.
Yeah.
On their way home, skipping happily, they tried skipping down some stairs.
Oh no.
Completely messed it up. Broke many bones.
That sounds like children.
Well, let me just show everybody.
Yeah.
What did they do?
They broke many bones.
Oh.
Going down those stairs. Yeah, stairs are tough. I've fallen down many a stair in my life. So I don't have any cards, so I can't go. So I'm gonna just draw my cards.
That sounds like a good turn to me.
It's Maggie's turn.
All right. I think I'm going to. Oof. So, question: till death do us part thing, is that like?
Yeah. Play an untimed.
Oh yeah,
Can I
that's
play
why this
at the
card's
first part of
not
my turn?
useful.
Can I play anytime?
You can play this one anytime.
Okay.
But
On my turn.
On your turn.
just want to be clear, I didn't break any bones at school. Like, children did not break my bones.
Yet. There's always a first
Don't say
time.
that. I did get
Okay.
punched in the face.
All right, I'm gonna move things over here,
Children.
and we're gonna tell the tale of Darius Dark.
Okay.
If I can somehow manage this.
There we go.
There we go. Darius Dark, after realizing that maybe the circus gig is not his thing anymore, found love. He went to the lake one evening, saw a lot of dead ducks. A lot of them.
Covered in snow.
But across the lake,
I don't know why those ducks
Across-
died.
past the death of all of these ducks, he saw the most beautiful woman that he has ever seen in his life. And he was smitten. And in that moment, he knew that he was in love and asked her to marry him. And she killed him instead.
He went on to
So
one
you
knee
do
and
have
like,
to have an
marry
untimely
me.
death card in order
I do.
to play that.
I just did.
That isn't one.
Oh, I thought this was...
No, that's just an event
That's
card.
an event card. So you can play this, and that allows you to play an untimely death card from your hand.
Oh.
Despite, so he fell in love and then...
Oh,
just sort
I'm
of
so
do you have one?
confused. No, that's why I thought this was allows you to... I thought this was a death.
Oh no, it isn't. It just lets you play one.
Damn it.
I want to
Okay.
point out one of the
I don't
modes in
wanna do
chat is one of my favorite because it's boobies.
Boobies?
Oh, it's booby feet.
Oh, blue-footed
Oh,
boobies.
the-
Yes.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, he found love.
Boobies.
That's nice.
That's fine. I messed
He
up.
found love, and that was it.
That's it.
It went really well from there.
Yeah.
She was like, I might kill. Yeah.
I'll save that for later.
We'll see how it
Next
goes.
time. Next time.
Yeah. She was holding a knife and she slowly put it back behind her back. Well, that story went really weird really fast. I don't know where to go now. I think I'm gonna have to go over to Fuzzy over there.
Yeah.
Who you got over there, Fuzzy?
She's got two people with nothing.
I've got two.
Can you pick
Whoa.
that up for me? This is difficult.
I have Grogar and Lord Slogar.
Grogar and Lord Slowgar.
Grogar is a teddy bear with an electric brain.
Oh, okay. Let's go to the teddy bear. This is actually the most perfect thing for a teddy bear.
Yeah.
This
camera's
what's the teddy bear's name again?
Grogar.
Oh, okay. Oh, Grogar. I think actually one of the twins may have been carrying Grogar, and a small creature or a large creature that we may have seen on our stream earlier the other day with long pointy spines appeared in front of them, and the two twins held out the bear in front of them to protect them.
What dicks?
And he was pierced by porcupines.
Damn.
Okay, that's all I got.
All right. Well,
How's Grogar doing?
So this fright that the twins had, they didn't want a gross, pinned bear anymore.
Especially not since it had a brain and some electrodes going on there as well.
Yeah, no, that was endearing. However, because they were terrified by this porcupine and they didn't want to get pinned, they left Grogar in the woods, where he was devoured by weasels.
No, worth an additional -10 with the... Oh, god damn it. He's worth an additional -10 as well.
Yeah.
With the bat symbol.
Yeah.
Oh, Grogar.
God damn.
Batman won't come for you.
Wow.
It's that's grim.
Worth it. Wow.
Whoa, that's too grimdark for me. I'm out. Batman away.
I guess
does,
the
right?
teddy bear couldn't weasel his way out of this one. Oh. Very nice, chat. Very nice.
Get it.
Alright, you know what? Right. This is fine because
Come on. You know what? It's happening.
Which is the name of the card. You are now a dog surrounded by fire.
okay, well, Lord I could do.
So this is like an
Oh yeah.
event.
How long have we got
that
left?
will let you play.
Max, how long have we got left?
We've got 10, 15-ish minutes left in the game before we gotta wrap up and go to break.
Right.
I feel confident this game is
Because we
not
have to
gonna be
calculate. We have to do maths. Right? Yeah.
Shall I end it now?
Oh.
You can end it now.
The coup de grace.
Well, I can, because I can just say Lord Slogar was
That's
torn
true.
limb from limb. Now, admittedly, this guy doesn't really have...
So you realize you just end the game with negative points.
But, everybody else also
Less
has
negative points than
true.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Okay, but...
very true.
So Lord Slogar is a brain in a box. So
55
how do you tear a brain in a box limb from limb? Well, his wife is dead. She's the one maintaining his box, right? She's the one making sure that mice don't
Maintaining
get
his
in.
box.
So she's the one making sure that mice don't get into the box. But since she's dead, mice have started nibbling around. There's nobody to reset the mousetrap to the brain. They're like, it smells delicious. Mice got in, and he was basically eaten, torn neuron from neuron.
Lobe from lobe.
Yeah, gnawed lobe from lobe by mice.
That makes sense.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
it's disgusting.
Lo, everyone is dead, and the game is over. I have ended things.
You have.
Right. So now we calculate all of our stuff, and whoever has the most or the least negative points
Right, I'm on minus
in the way that we're playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wins.
Yeah, we're playing it wrong.
Okay, so I've
That's
got
not cheese.
20, 30.
I actually liked it.
It's head cheese.
75. 80,
You might want to get that checked out.
90.
No, head cheese is basically... it's,
110.
I get where you're going.
I
It's
have
gross.
minus 105 points.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Minus 105?
See, in the normal game, that would win.
Yeah, because I have a total of positive 5 points.
Minus 30, minus 25. What's this? Minus 65, 75, 80, 90.
It's not easy to stack up negative points when everyone's putting them on you.
Yeah.
I have minus 80 points. I don't have 80 points.
I think
have
Fuzzy's gonna
minus-
80
win.
points.
I have minus 50 points.
Oh,
Okay.
damn.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I have minus... Well, this is worth 20... I've got minus 25.
Yeah. And
Yeah, you win!
Congratulations, Fuzzy, on your win.
So put the families separate, and then we'll put the rest of them
Okay,
in here.
that's a good point.
Awesome.
Herald Fuzzy, Destroyer of Worlds, also drinker of tea. Yes.
Destroyer of tea.
I mean, technically my tea is destroyed.
Yeah, it's Maddie's birthday today.
Yes,
It is my birthday today.
Oh my god, does this mean we have to sing happy birthday?
to you. Happy birthday, dear Maggie. Happy birthday to you.
Gosh, you're
Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip!
Bentham in the back. That was go to sleep. You all have beautiful voices. I'd be like, hey, happy birthday.
We can sing it worse if you like.
Yeah, we can do a ring.
You all have lovely voices.
Happy birthday.
Oh, we all go Western.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
We all pick a different accent.
Happy birthday to you. I don't even know that. Wait, Penbrook Happy City. Penbrook Happy City.
Yeah, we just had a band. Clearly. We've got a quartet right here.
Penbrook Happy City.
We need, are you alto or soprano?
Not sure anymore.
Okay.
I used to be soprano, but
I did too, and then I dropped down to mezzo.
I probably mezzo. I'm
Cool, so we're basically between the two of us, an alto and a soprano. Yeah. Without the full range.
Yeah,
tenor or bass?
More ranging.
Okay, we just need to find someone who can sing bass.
I wish.
Maggie.
I can do
wish I could
You
do
can
bass.
do bass. Maggie, you get the low end.
All right. Well, thank you all for playing Gloom with us, and for those of you who watched, again, I'm just going to do a quick recap. For those of you who donated in this portion of the stream, thank you to we have Aurora 416 as well as the Unspeakable. Thank you so much for the donations. We really appreciate it. And those of you who haven't checked out, go ahead and go to bit.ly/Roll4It. Roll4ItCON 2018. There we go. Or do exclamation part Stargate or Star Games. Oh, I keep saying Stargate because we put Stargate.
We have that, and then we have
Star Games and Stargate. We have a lot of like space stuff going on.
On the shelf.
Star Games in chat, and you'll see the link over there. You can donate to help protect or hinder some of our lovely cast members who are going to be battling it out from the various universes in the Roll4It storylines. So definitely go check it out. It's going to be crazy.
Because fun fact, E wants it to be canon.
Yeah. So whatever happens.
My character is currently the only one I think most likely to return in the show.
Yeah.
What? Morgan's coming back.
Sorry.
Mine's
Not
Morgan got eaten by a dragon. HBC.
mine's technically dead as well.
Yeah. So help me.
We never saw them die. We just saw them bleeding out. We sort of faded out on them bleeding out.
Yeah.
There's a chance. You're saying there's a chance.
So basically, you go ahead and support them over there. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we hope that you all enjoy it. But for now, we are going to just kind of wrap around and let people say where people can find them at. So do that, and then
Maggie, Rolf was saying, did their donation not come through?
I don't see any donations to Roll4It.
There's a difference between ones that came through on like the Tiltify,
Yes.
because those ones are related to the Star.
Yes, there's a lot of
it
Star
did
Games
come
ones, which I guess
We're not mentioning those right now, but that one did.
I can mention those, I guess. I just have to find a way to do that without showing. Don't look, Josh.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, it makes sense to not do those.
That is
Morgan
what I'm
cheats,
supposed to be.
okay.
It's supposed to be showing
Josh
here,
doesn't
but it's
cheat.
not. So I think I need to link something together. So give me 1 second. But while I'm doing this, wrap around and
No, I think if Imogen
tell
dies
people-
horribly, she just doesn't come back.
tell people where people can find you guys at, and we'll go that. So we'll start with Josh, and we'll wrap around this way. And so, Josh, tell people where they can find you at.
Hi, if you're looking hard enough, you can find me at GamingFTL pretty much everywhere on the internet. I do silly videos on YouTube, I do chill streams on Twitch, and if you want to see roleplay, obviously I enjoy doing it here, but on Mondays I do my own campaign on Twitch with the wonderful Fuzzy and others. But those recordings can be found on Strange Adventures on YouTube. It's very easy to find if you search.
Hello, I'm Fuzzy. I'm really bad at this bit, but yes, I'm Fuzzy. You can find me on twitch.tv/fuzzyfreaks or at twitchfuzzy on Twitter because I'm awful. And I'm a variety streamer and role player, and I do a lot of a lot of RimWorld, a lot of survival games, a lot of Stellaris at the moment, and also I am in several. I'm only in 2 RP games at the moment. I'm in Josh's RP game, and I'm in another one with Koibu on Fridays. Yeah, got a Cuban Nights, and that's fun too.
I like the vaporwave style.
It's
really
so
cool.
good. Yeah.
Hello, my name is Random Tuesday. You can find me pretty much everywhere on the internet at Random Tuesday. And when I'm not running Stargate here or dying here at someone else's hands,
Don't know who that could
Stares
be.
pointedly at Josh. I can be found in my other RPG homes. I'm on the D&D channel in one of their games on Fridays, and then I do a bunch of shows over at a channel called Geek Space TV, where we also do in-person RPGs. It's a lot of fun. So I get to yell at people. It's really good.
Nice.
So yeah, come watch me in those places as well. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Hey, I don't know what I'm doing here. You guys can find me at Margaret Crone in all of the places, KROHN, because there's no names here and my last name is hard to spell. So yeah, you can find me in all the places over there. I do a lot of other things. Tabletop, I make YouTube videos on 2 channels every day right now, which is a little crazy because I have gameplay videos on Margaret Crone Plays and vlogs on Margaret Crone. So,
you made choices with your life.
I did, while also doing this, a little nuts. So come check those out if you're interested. And of course, I have the list of donators for all of this stuff. So I'm just going to name off all the people who have donated. You guys get ready, there's a lot.
Oh,
so we've got
yes.
Reckled, thank you Reckled, thank you Condorito again, Bernhardt, Paladin Hulk, twice, 2 times the Paladin Hulk, Ecliptixis, who also is the supporter today. So on top of that, 2 times donations from Ecliptixis, as well as also supporting this part of the stream. So thank you so much, homie. That is amazing. And Roll4It as well, times 2. The second one was Blame the Mimosa.
This way, Josh. This way.
No, you gotta get heart in the heart. Yeah. Clip it.
Yeah, clip it. So roll love to all of you. Thank you so much. We are currently at, now I have to look at, $460 towards our goal of $4,000 to Doctors Without Borders, and we haven't even started that portion. So thank you all. We're gonna head off to a break. Before time? Early? 3 minutes early? What is happening? I don't know.
We can vamp for 3 minutes if we need to.
So we are going to
schedule.
no.
Sing happy
We are
birthday
going
again.
to no.
We can do an extended operatic version of it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Maggie. Happy birthday to you.
You guys are amazing.
We had E pop in for the bass.
Jeez. Thank you. That was
You're welcome.
someone click that because I need to that was a fuck. Oh my god. We need to make a band.
Yes. Fuck this RPG bullshit.
I can play a lot of instruments. I know how to play
I can play
piano.
0.
We're great at birthdays.
Yeah. That's it. We do birthdays and bar mitzvahs. And bat mitzvahs. We don't mind.
Yeah.
So we're going to be wrapping things up for this segment. It will be over on YouTube for those of you who are just tuning into it.
Yeah, we're not ending.
No. We're ending just for this segment. We're going to go to a break screen for roughly about 10 minutes, and then we'll be heading over to a panel, which Bentham and Enter Elysium will be joining me on, which is called Where Roll4It has taught us about streaming tabletop RPGs. And we have so many things that I don't even think we're going to be able to fit it all in the hour. But we're going to do that for roughly 45 minutes, and then we will be moving on to the big kahuna, which is going to be our Star Games charity event for Doctors Without Borders. So these 3 are going to go change into their costumes.
Oh no, I'm going to actively go just murder those. You already told me that
The Star Games have begun.
They have begun. 3, 2, 1, go!
Get their mental preparation down, and we will see you guys shortly. So thank you so much. We'll see you after this short break. Ta-da!